Hey there, I'm meteorologist Vin Crosby. For 4 days in a row now, over 100 degrees, and you could see this morning those clouds starting to build, one or two back over the Oahes and then towards the mountains, of course. Now, the thunderstorms have developed in the daytime heating, and what they're doing, sending down a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and then that is evaporating in the atmosphere, causing a cold air mass to plow down to the surface and spread out. We call that outflow boundaries, and some of these outflow boundaries can get up around 25 to 45 this evening. They are moving all over the valley. There are a ton of them, so let's go and take a look, including the real interesting one back up towards Ontario and Payette. You can see that moving on out of the mountains. Now, the radar not picking up the thunderstorm that caused it up in the mountains, which is pretty significant. And that line, blue line that's moving out of the mountains just east of Payette in Ontario and Caldwell, moving across the valley from east to west, that is going to continue pressing towards the west. Now, at the same time, the thunderstorms back in eastern areas of Oregon, they're releasing an outflow boundary. That is going to continue to move back across the east. Now, guess what's going to happen when those two areas of clash together? We're going to get air forced back up into the atmosphere and more thunderstorm activity likely to form or pulse right around where that intersection happens. So, pretty tremendous amount of thunderstorm activity moving on through. There were some storms east of Boise as well. They are now dissipating and kind of sending their own outflow boundary into the mix. There's also outflow boundaries going from south of Boise, from north to south, colliding with storms that are coming out of the Oahe Mountains, coming in from south to north. So all these areas of wind around 25 to 35 miles per hour, they're going to get together. They're going to form rising air, and that's going to spark more thunderstorms along some of those outflow boundaries. So if you're out and about this evening, dangerous lightning possible with these storms. And of course, these gusts of wind will be coming on through. Fire danger, of course, extremely high with this environment we're in. Red flag warnings have been up. Critical fire weather conditions do exist. That storm back in eastern areas of Oregon that pulsed up into the yellows, reds, and then you see the whites. There'll be some hail possibly with that one as well. Fire season underway. There are going to be tons of lightning-induced fires started by these storms, and unfortunately, the heat is not going away anytime soon. I haven't seen a pattern like this for quite some time. About 12, 14 years ago, we had 20 plus days of 100-degree heat for this summer, and I think we're on course for that as we go through the month of July that started today and into August. So 4 days of 100-degree heat in June, 3 in the last few days, and then the one early on in the season of June. And then now today, as we kick off July, thunderstorms and 100-degree heat again in the Boise area. So pretty, I wouldn't say extremely dangerous condition. I mean, we get the heat. We are a high mountain desert. It happens every year. But this period of heat will be extended. And then as we look down the road for the next couple of weeks, the question becomes how much smoke gets into the valley and gets trapped under this heat. That's when the air quality could get real hinky across the region. So heads up out there, not a lot of damaging winds, although we did have that big wind damage event just about a week ago. Some of the tree limbs could be weakened from that, so these gusts of winds to 35 miles per hour in some instances may bring down those. But overall, I think we'll survive this. Again, if you're near the storm, very likely you're in the range to get hit by lightning. Get indoors and stay out of the line of these storms. All right, that's kind of what we have going on. It looks like a hot 4th of July weekend. Looks like a pattern just like we have outside now, sending these showers and storms possibly up into the atmosphere, especially in the mountains. Thanks for subscribing to the Weather Show with Vin Crosby. Share this video. Let friends and family know of the situation with these outflow boundaries all over the Treasure Valley this evening.